Oh, what you went to. Hey, I said, baby. And Tina, I'm going to be around between. I didn't or soothing in our way. I didn't training and initiation. Now, this is a Damascus. I'm a to Payani. John, say what you want to do. Or what is a Payana now? Oh, penny, I Kwasi, Mammy, and Kayans. Now, Kayan, Mama asked me out for you about that soul of Yamaka. That's me and a crack. So, what are the pastors? Fitting from one, we are assuming that United way. I'm past so soon to what or rock our poor victory. Abaye, when you are the prudence, you are so fucking our shell. And watching this in our sphere. Oh, was your penny apple teacher? Abaye, I was serious now. About Sunday, and a celebration. Dinner what I shared, Mamma, for pony. Start of us what an instrument when a man picture. And now I didn't say, I'm by Nyarkoh, there is something I go, pray with the gate now. Dear Kwasi, oh my Kwasi, no, who's up here Kwasi? I couldn't power of shit, no, I would dance in the mommy, who I did. Get straight, I'll buy a passion, my phone, now I did it. And if I would dream because they, mommy, oh my fear, no, dear Papa John, he paid you a visit on that face today, but you didn't even want me to believe me. So open my kitchen. Come back here. Hold on. Nana connect you at my rollins. Ned Mills, Mrs. Lordina Mahama, Mrs. Matilda and Mr. Atta, Mrs. Rebecca Alufuadu, Mrs. Samira Baunase, Seven Swan, one one young swan. Oh, dear baby, now what's a ball, seven, nothing only, just a pencil. Did your own Peter, did your own secret and election watching and shutting out the river. The only corner and one is so God, sweet. What did now? Would do yesterday so much to me? Would you follow yesterday? My maid, sorry, no precious show. And warrior, so my queen, Banana, Pigeon, from one animal of a show. My mail by we found out how to dream, which I must say no queen. Tell say no queen. No, my God, I swear. Well, when you said you're watching, I tried to cook for a poverty. The way shadow queen. I don't mind the best never video. Aye, so what? Yeah, the man one and champion. You ain't a child. Worrying. Aye, can't make nasty. Yeah, dear. Oh, my nasty. Oh, do see a Mother and child foundation for you nasty. Oh, our penny asa. Now, what did not shut at the cuckoo for to say, Mama, we didn't shine no quick.
To his beloved wife, Abba, Who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. The heart of her husband safely trusts her. Proverbs 31, verse 10 and 11. Shortly after what I now perceive as a clearly foreordained introduction by our mutual friend, Dr. Kwame Apiapoku, Abba and I met in person on 1st July 1961 at a ball at Battersea Town Hall in London to celebrate Ghana's first anniversary as a republic. Abba had just completed nursing school in Edinburgh and was on her way to pursue a midwifery course at the Radcliffe Infirmary, part of Oxford University. I was also on my way to Exeter College, Oxford, having just passed my bar exams at Lincoln's Inn in London. My first impressions of my beautiful Abba were that of a soft-spoken and well-mannered lady, and within a year of bonding and courting, we both discovered that we very much enjoyed each other's company. We had the same cultural tastes in art, music, and cinema, and shared similar social preferences. Consequently, we decided to tie the knot, and this we did at Brompton Oratory in Knightsbridge, London, on 8th September 1962. We were joined by Chief, our first male child, on 6th September 1963. By mid-1964, shortly after completing our studies in Oxford, we moved to London to pursue our respective careers. Our second child and first daughter, Nanama, was born in Golders Green in London on 29th November 1964. However, due to overwhelming pressure from my family in Kumasi, we decided to return home to Ghana. Shortly after our return to Kumasi in January 1965, I joined Otumfuo Chambers as a junior lawyer with Victor Owusu as senior partner. Abba later joined the Kwame Nkrumah University Hospital as a nurse/midwife. Soon after that, on November 4th, 1965, Abba and I welcomed our third child, Sa, into our rapidly growing family. Our fourth child, Ajikum, was born on 16 February 1968. By the time he arrived, I was already embroiled in the web of public service. I had been appointed in 1967 as the Chief Legal Officer and City Manager of the second city of Ghana, Kumasi. That was our entry into civic and public life in Ghana. Abba had a very confident personality that fitted in with ease everywhere we went, and which also allowed her to cope under the most challenging of pressures. In 1969, I got elected as a Member of Parliament of the Second Republic for Atwima and Wabieja in the Ashanti region. I then also got appointed as Ghana's Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs under the premiership of the late Professor Kofi Abrefa-Busia. So, our young family had to relocate from Kumasi to Accra. Abba, to my delight, took our evolving life in her stride as she adjusted effortlessly and with confidence to our new milieu of a life in national politics and diplomacy. Between 1969 and 1971, with both Abba and me in our early 30s, our lives seemed to be on an upward trajectory. But this was to be truncated with a shocking and unexpected coup d'etat on 13 January 1972, which arrested practically all the members of the government and threw us in prison. Our world was shut crushed. 54 of us, including cabinet ministers, junior ministers, and some members of parliament, would remain in jail for a minimum period of between 12 and 15 months each. Having initially endured incommunicado for almost 8 weeks, denial of any contact with family or the outside world at Ashford prison. This angel of a woman, to my amazement, would survive the ordeal of raising 5 children on her own. In my absence, Abba gave birth to our 5th and last child, Kofi. As a single parent on 16 June 1972. Her strong and exceptionally disciplined personality did indeed come to the rescue of our family. I could not have foreseen the crush that befell us and could not therefore have made any provision for our ordeal. However, Abba rose above that. With her strong, prayerful faith in God, Abba's spirit would not and could not be broken. She survived on very little then, and she truly kept our hopes alive. When allowed to visit me in prison, she left me with a sense of optimism that was most assuring. I survived my incarceration of 15 months largely because of Abba. She was a woman of sacrifice, devotion, humanity, and resilience. After my release from detention, she returned to practicing nursing at Kuffour Clinic.